Hey everyone, welcome to the show. There's been a very interesting development in the Georgia investigation and case regarding Donald Trump's coup clowns. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation has discovered 15,000 new emails and documents. They came from the former Coffee County election director named Misty Hampton. Hampton, you guys might remember, she is one of Trump's co-defendants in that Georgia RICO case. She's accused, along with others, of assisting in the breach of the voting equipment down there. So the county's Board of Elections had claimed that her communications, all of her emails were lost. They just vanished when they let her go. Well, the Georgia FBI obtained these documents through an unrelated civil lawsuit that was brought last year in 2022. There's a group called Coalition for Good Governance, and they are not a left-leaning group, but they had sued Coffee County. They were challenging the validity of the security of their electronic voting systems. So this information that they had, that they gathered through the discovery process, it could be very damning, right? I mean, these are all of her emails and other things. So could be very damning for Sidney Powell, which is bad news because the jury selection process has begun for the trial, for Sidney Powell's trial that's going to start next Monday. I can hardly believe it's already here. I mean, it moved on us like a bitch, didn't it? It didn't even wait. I have a feeling this trial is going to grab Cheesebro and Powell by their private parts. Let's just put it that way. OPP, how can I explain it? Anyway, speaking of coup clown trials, U.S. District Judge Beryl Howell is presiding over the defamation case brought against Rudy Giuliani by Georgia election workers Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss. She already ruled in Freeman and Moss' favor, but the jury still needs to decide how much money that they should receive because of his defamation. And Judge Howell just issued a ruling that should make Giuliani very nervous. Judge Howell wrote, quote, "The jury will be instructed that it must, when determining an appropriate sum of compensatory, presumed and punitive damages, infer that defendant Giuliani was intentionally trying to hide relevant discovery about the Giuliani business's finances for the purpose of shielding his assets from discovery and artificially deflating his net worth." And remember, the reason this judge issued a ruling against him before the trial was because he repeatedly refused to hand over discovery items, things like his financial statements. And I was wondering about this because I had read multiple times from multiple news sources that Giuliani was constantly hiding over the years his assets. He would hand money over to friends and they would keep it in their bank accounts, and then they would give him cash when he needed it to pay for things. And so a couple months ago, I was on a Twitter Spaces with Rudy Giuliani's former associate, Lev Parnas. You guys might remember him from the whole Ukraine scandal thing. So I asked Parnas about these rumors that I was hearing and if he was hiding money to prevent his ex-wives from collecting more alimony. And Lev confirmed it. I don't know how he knows, but that is what he said. It's not just a rumor. According to Lev, that is absolutely true. That is something that Giuliani does. So, yeah, we'll see what the jurors think of his attempt to hide his cash. I also have a quick update to share about my lumpy pillow man. Remember the other day I was questioning where Lindell was going to get money for this new legal team that he brought on because his other legal team quit because he couldn't pay them. And then he has this purported upcoming new TV ad blitz. Well, we kind of sort of have an answer. Lindell is holding a telethon on October 28th. I'm not joking. Where's Jerry Lewis when you need him, right? On his Lindell TV stream, he invited Jimmy Kimmel to come on as a guest. He said, well, I've been on his show twice, so he should come on my show. This is to raise money for his legal defense. We'll see. And then speaking of lumpy pillows and coup clown grifters, Former Trump National Security Advisor Mike Flynn is traveling the country. He's doing something you might have already heard about. It's called the Reawaken America Tour. It's basically regurgitating all the Q conspiracy theories to all the weak-minded people out there. Well, he auctioned off a My Pillow at one of these events signed by Lindell. And the money is to benefit Trump's convicted former cabinet member, Peter Navarro. So, again, the guy who has enough money to fly to another country to get some sort of medical procedure is something that he's also going to be paying out of pocket for, right? That's the guy who's taking money from MAGA for an autographed My Pillow. Who in their right mind would pay for such a thing? But speaking of which, that leads me to my next topic and next subject, my final one, which I saved the best for last. You guys asked, some of you in the comment section were wondering what this looked like. Here you go. This is the MAGA honey that they are selling to raise funds for their legal fees. You're welcome. I could not stop laughing when I saw this, and here's what it looked like to me. This is the side by side. I have always thought Trump looked like an Oompa Loompa. Could be the king of the Oompa Loompas because he's got the height to be the king. But if I was Trump, I would sue because this is too funny. This just, oh, it's too good. It's chef's kiss. All right, everyone. I will let you know when and if I hear more. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate if you possibly can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.